have acne scars? Well, this is a topic that is very heavy for many individuals that have acne scars. Do you have surface acne, deep acne? Well, today I am going to go step by step in explaining what you can do at home, what you need to do if the scars are deeper with an esthetician, or you might need to go to a dermatologist. Go get yourself a pen and paper because I have a lot of notes to give you, share with you, so you know exactly what to do. So let's get started right now. If you're new in this channel, welcome. My name is Maria from Aglaya Aesthetics Online. If you enjoy my content, please give me a thumbs up. Take care of that bell, and most of all, do give me comments below. Also like to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for your support. I promise you that you will see good results. Can I promise you that your scars will go away quickly? Absolutely not. It is a slow, tedious process, but if you follow step by step of what I tell you, you will see good results. When you get acne, it could be that you are allergic to certain foods or maybe certain products that you're using. Maybe you started with one pimple which has a bacteria, pathogenic bacteria, and then you scratch it and you spread the bacteria all over the place. It could be hormonal, it could be fungal. There's so many reasons why individuals get acne. Could even be stress. Oh my goodness, so many things. So the first step I would like you to do after drinking a lot of water is to go get an allergy test, food intolerance. And a lot of individuals, believe it or not, have allergies of certain foods. So if you're eating something the body does not like it, it will show many times on the skin. Most people have allergies on wheat, gluten, dairy, sugar, processed foods. Once you figure out that you have maybe some food sensitivity, now it is a time to do some detox, or maybe doing it at the same time. Do intermittent fasting. But basically means that for the most of the day you are not eating, but you're drinking lots of water. So you're giving a break onto your gastrointestinal not to eat so much. That you're starting eating food that are very high in probiotics, as kefir, kombucha, kimchi, sauerkraut. Those are all probiotic foods that are so good for your microbiome. And then start eating foods that are very high in alkaline versus acidity. So I have a few of a list of foods that you need to eat. Foods are very high in vitamin A. Why? Because vitamin A will repair your skin. Vitamin B5. A lot of times you get acne because you have deficiency of vitamin B5. And so let me list you some of the foods. Yeah, you can go get a little pill and pop it in, but I prefer that you start eating these foods. So, vitamin A are broccoli, apricot, apples, grapes. Do you like any of these? Carrots. We all know carrots are very high in vitamin A. Spinach, red peppers, mango, kiwi, yum, parsley, melon. These foods, and eat more than normal, will repair the skin, the tissue. It will help with cell growth. Another deficiency that you might have, and that could be the reason why you're getting acne, is deficiency of vitamin B5. So yes, you can go get vitamin B5, or also called pantothenic acid, but take that, and also food. So some of the foods that are very high in vitamin B5, portobello mushroom, broccoli, avocado, salmon, eggs, liver, sun-dried tomatoes, peppers, the red peppers, yummy, eggs, cheese, papaya, carrots, meat. Of course, you want to have a grass-fed meat, melon. So you want to include these foods. So vitamin A, vitamin B5, and zinc. Zinc also, which is a mineral, is very important to take. And in food formats such as pumpkin seed, chicken, cashew, almond, red meat, yogurt, chickpeas, garlic, sesame seeds. So all these are high in zinc. Now, a lot of estheticians will advise take exteriorly niacinamide, and I'm sure that you've heard of that before. And one product from The Ordinary is niacinamide with zinc, and niacinamide is actually B3, which is in the same family of the B vitamin. So if you start eating properly vitamin A, vitamin B5, and zinc food, and plus taking and applying niacinamide, you will start seeing good results on your acne and minimizing your acne scars. Why do I look at a diet? Is because everything that you put in your body are foods, and it's the tools for your body to strengthen. Another tool that I love and I always bring forward is NRF2. What is NRF2? Well, NRF2 is an activator that helps the body to produce antioxidants. And these antioxidants will fight the oxidative stress in the body caused by free radical damage. We all know what free radical damage is. And this free radical damage is causing aging and so many bad things in the body, especially immunodisorders. So let's look at it and do your research. And if you want more information, of course, there's some information below. So I don't want you to start doing too much on your face because you don't want to get your face overwhelmed with too many products. But some of the products that I'm going to tell you today what to do and the procedures are, some of them you will like, and some of them you might say, you know what, I'm going to wait on that. The skin rejuvenates, and I have a nice little diagram here. I love diagrams. Okay, the outside is the epidermis, so they're all nicely packed cells, and then this area here is the dermis. Okay, this is also called the true skin. Down here is the adipose tissue, which is where we find the fat, and below here then we will have the muscle. So this is the skin. The skin is alive, and the skin needs a lot of nutrients, and that's why I believe in so much in drinking water, detox, and putting all those vitamins in food format. So the gymnotivum layer right in this area here, let me go a little closer. The cells in this area here, just above the papillary layer, they go through mitosis cell division and they reproduce new cells. So from the cells from this area here going all the way up, it takes approximately between 30 to 60 days. I have Charlie snoring there. You know Charlie? She just loves it. Hey, Charlie. Charlie. Hello, sunshine. Hello. She's saying, why did you bother me? Oh, there she goes. And she's a little chihuahua. She's sleeping. Oh, I love that little dog. Okay, so hopefully that will not disturb you. Okay. And so from here to here, it takes approximately between 30 days if you're young, up to 60 days if you're a little bit older. So that's why when you do peels or chemical peels, what you're doing, you're helping this process to remove the dead skin. So you get beautiful young skin. So you're having like a faster turnover. When you get a scar, that area, it's taking longer to repair. There's different kinds of scars, and how deep the scar will vary. So you might have like a surface scar to this area here. You might have like a medium scar, or you will have a deep, deep scar. So let's look at some of these scars. We are dealing with live tissue. Treat the skin with respect. So do you have, let me take some pictures here. Do you have scars like this? And we're going to name all these different scars. Or do you have more of a reddish scars like this? or a little bit like hyperpigmentation, also sometimes called hypertrophic or keloids. These scars are named ice pick, rolling scar, box scar. So there's all different kinds. And so here are some of the pictures and some of the difference. So when we look at the rolling scar, the scar is not as deep as the box scar. Or if we look at the ice pick, it's very deep, and the keloid. These are all different kinds of scar. So do analyze your skin and see which one is yours. So, now that you know what you have, what kind of scar you have, now let's look at some of the things that we can do as a treatment and products. But no matter what type of treatment or products that you are going to do, you must protect your skin from the UVR, because the UVR will cause weakening and damage of the fibers. Okay, so inside the skin we have these collagen and elastin fibers that keep the skin nice and firm. But the UV rays will go inside the skin. Let me see if I have my picture here again. There we go. Okay, so the UV rays doesn't only stay on the surface, it goes deeper. It doesn't matter if it's UVA or UVB. UVC, hopefully we're protected by that one, the ozone layer. So it goes deeper into the skin, causing a lot of these little fibers to get damaged. So SPF is very important. Now, I particularly don't like to apply the SPF as a cream format. I use more mineral makeup. I do have a link below. Mineral makeup is natural. It stays on the surface. It gives you a little bit of evenness of the skin because it usually has a little bit of color. So if you decide that you do not want to use mineral makeup, then use SPF, but not too high, because some people will use SPF 50 or SPF 30, but the higher, the more chemicals. The more chemicals, the more damage into the skin and dehydration of the skin. So it is a balance. So what I usually say to individuals is to apply a good moisturizer, and I do have a good one down below. Apply maybe an SPF no higher than 15, okay, very lightly, and then apply the mineral makeup very lightly. And so you have good protection and also evenness of the skin. I am an esthetician for over 40 years. I'm an educator, I'm a writer, I do a lot of things in the beauty industry. So all the things that I tell you and advise you is because I've seen proven results. So when you are dealing with skin problems or acne scars or fungal acne, whatever, a lot of things sometimes you might need to go to a professional. Yes, a lot of things you can do it at home. A lot of things you can do in conjunction with a professional esthetician. Also, if the scar is too deep, most likely the esthetician is not able to help you. That is the time, if your scars are still bothering you, that is the time that you might need to go to a medical esthetician or a dermatologist. The treatments and the products that I'm going to advise you now are not going to be as strong or deep as the products that the esthetician is working in her back bar, or the products and the procedures that the dermatologist is doing. However, if you're starting using certain products, you will see some good results and you might be pleased and stop at that. Some of the products that and I have here, The Ordinary has, it does have, for example, and I use it, says here, this one here is actually really good. It says here AHA is 30%, and also it has 2% of BHA. This product is actually quite good. It's not too expensive. However, a product that an esthetician will have in her back bar it is a lot stronger. So you can start by using that product, and that will start with a desquamation or the peeling, or it will help the basal layer cells of the epidermis start to exfoliate, so you will get beautiful younger skin faster. And I have a link below. Another product that is actually really quite good, and it has AHAs and BHAs, is called the Blue Tansy. And this product here is full of fruit enzymes and has the white willow bark. This also will help you with the desquamation and the removal of the dead skin. So it moves, and so instead of taking 60 days for the skin to peel, it will be a lot faster. Remember that when you do these type of peelings, you must protect your skin. I do not know how often I can say this. You must protect your skin. The next thing that you can do, and I particularly don't like the retinoids and the retinols and the retin-A, but sometimes you might need a little bit of a kick to help to, again, produce and stimulate the production of new cells. And so the Ordinary, so that's the retinol 1%. So the Ordinary has one. Okay, so this is it's a good one, so I will have it below. And this one here, I like it quite a bit. And this one here is vegan, is 100% natural. It brightens the skin. It has aloe, hyaluronic, glycerin, okay, propolis, green tea, and Centella asiatica. Okay, so this one here, it's I prefer it the most, but you can also use the Ordinary. Again, do not overuse it. And when do you use retinols? Not during the day. If you need to use it very, very carefully, and that is the hydroquinone. Now, it has been banned by many in many countries because of this situation. Because a lot of individuals wanted to use hydroquinone to lighten their skin, and of course it caused a lot of problems: hyperpigmentation, hypopigmentation, inflammation of the skin. However, this product here, okay, so remember that some countries you might not get this because it's been banned, but this product here is used to whiten on the blemish. So you just put it right onto the area where you want to be lightened because you have hyperpigmentation. Okay, so I never advise this product to use it all over the face, just onto the problem area and at nighttime. So let's look at some other things that I advise. One of the things that I advise is for brightening the skin is vitamin C. So one of the vitamin C products that you could use is the Ordinary. Good little product, and it brings brightening of the skin. What I like to use is more in an oil format, like Primrose, Rose Hip. So this is the one that I use. And it is in an oil format, so I usually use at nighttime. And because vitamin C, it will sensitize your skin. You will be sensitive to the sun, so be very careful at nighttime. And another one that I use is Rosehip Triple C from Eminence. Both oils are incredible. Niacinamide, yes, again, you use it at nighttime, and Ordinary has a good one. Niacinamide, as a review, has vitamin B3, pantothenic acid, and also zinc. Okay, so this product will help to reduce the size of your pores, reduces the scars, is hydrating, so it's all good stuff. A product that I use personally is the True Science. It has a moisturizer, a perfecting lotion, which is not a toner but brings moisture to the skin, an amazing cleanser that does not strip your skin, and an eye cream. So it's a very good skincare. and I have a link below. It's more for old scars. You can use it also on new scars, but more for older scar. And I used it on this scar here. It used to be really bad. I should apply again. It's called the Mederma. And this Mederma here, what it has an extract called it's a onion bulb extract. It also has a pantothenic acid, sorbic acid, and of course this one here is used at nighttime on the scar. Another one that I use, which is more of a gel format, is this one here. And again, this one here has onion bulb extract, pantothenic acid, vitamin B5. You want to use this only at nighttime. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I am. So if you have any other ideas that you want to share, please put in the comments below and share with me what are the things that you do for your acne scars that you have seen good results. Okay, I have a few more steps here. The spin brush, and I do have a tutorial on this. It will not take away your scars. However, what it does is stimulates the blood circulation and cleans the pores very nicely. How you do it? You apply a non-stripping cleanser, put some water, and you use your spin brush. And do this every night. And what it does is stimulates the blood circulation. So necessary, because when you have a scar, it is stagnant and you want extra stimulation. The next treatment is microneedling. Microneedling, it's amazing. You can use a 0.5 every week, 0.5 a millimeter. If you want to use something a little bit stronger, the 0.75, and it stings a little bit, yes, and you can use that every 3 weeks. This one here is 1 millimeter, and if you're gutsy, maybe you want to use it, but usually estheticians use this. The 1 millimeter or the 1.5 millimeters, a little bit long needles. And this one here should be used maybe once a month. The esthetician uses 1.5, the dermatologist, even the 2 millimeter. The dermatologists usually use a 2 millimeters or the 3 millimeters. So really they go quite deep, very evasive. But if you use the 0.75, you're stimulating the fibroblast. Yes, stimulating the fibroblast. So you're starting to move the cellular regeneration of the skin. The next one that I find is really amazing is the LED light. Okay, and this one here is a cute little device, and what the LED light does, so there's different colors. And so for example, this one here is a red one, and I do have a tutorial on this. And when you apply this on the scars, the red light is stimulates the blood circulation. That is the red light. Then this little set has the green light. And what the green light does, it helps with the hyperpigmentation. And when you have the scars, hyperpigmentation, it does help greatly. And the next one is the blue light. And the blue light is soothing. So this is actually really good. The blue light is soothing, especially when you have very active acne. All of these different treatments and products, everything is down below for you to look at. And please don't go and buy everything. Just start with one thing at a time so you can enjoy the process. And every single one, I do have a tutorial that explains in detail the benefits and also the contraindications. In this segment, I would like to introduce to you some of ingredients that you can just mix from your kitchen and applying onto your face. So the first one that I like you to do, and that there are equal parts of chickpea flour, 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of yogurt, and 1 teaspoon of raw honey. And you mix it together so it comes a nice little paste. You apply on your skin, and what this does, it helps with a hyperpigmentation and rejuvenation of the skin. You leave it on for approximately 15 minutes, then you rinse it and you apply your moisturizer or night cream if you're going to bed. Be very careful that the turmeric stains everything, so be very careful that you don't have something white on, or if your face cloth that's white, is going to turn totally yellow. Okay, and then you need to rinse it quite a bit. You might want to use a cleanser because the dye stays on your skin for quite a while, so rinse well. Another thing that you could use is aloe vera gel, and I like to use it straight from the plant, but you might just want to buy aloe vera gel. Put some turmeric, and so just a splash of turmeric, you mix it together, and that is also very, very healing, especially for active acne. Another thing for active acne or hyperpigmentation is by mixing equal turmeric, cinnamon, and honey. Okay, 1 teaspoon each. Mix it really well and apply all on your face. So mixing baking soda with lemon, and you apply onto the hyperpigmentation, and that's very good also for bikini area, underarms. So you just put in the area no more than 2 minutes because it's very, very aggressive. Then rinse it very well. I do have a tutorial on baking soda, so please do look at it because it's actually quite good. So remember that you need to be very, very patient, and you will see good results. Will a deep scar be totally eliminated? Absolutely not. But you can see very good results if you are patient. Nothing will happen quickly. Now, if you're not happy with your results and you're working with an esthetician and still you're not happy, then I would go to the next level, which going to a dermatologist. The dermatologist will able to use stronger and deeper treatments. So for example, they are able to do dermabrasion. The esthetician is able to do microdermabrasion, which is a very good treatment for scars. However, the dermatologist is able to do dermabrasion, which is basically removing the whole epidermis. Very aggressive. And you do see good results. Not excellent, good results. They have very strong chemical peels with retinoids. And again, everything that is done aggressively, there's always a contraindication. So you have to be very, very careful. The dermatologist is also able to do fillers. So every couple of months you can go and they can fill in your scars with fillers, different acids. They can also do microneedling, especially on keloids. And their microneedlings, they're not going to use like light little needles like an esthetician or home use. They use really deep needles, so they're very quite aggressive. Steroids injection or steroids topical. So if you are not happy with the simple procedures, that is another step that you can do. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I have immensely enjoyed to put all these things together for you. Please put comments below of the things that you do and what are the things that you like and the things that you do not like. And I do reply to every single note or comment that you give me. Again, this is Maria, and I will talk with you very, very soon.